A lot of different opinions out there praising this weekend's rescue mission while also expressing frustration with the president at the same time.
And our WLWT News 9's Todd Dykes is live tonight with what people at a popular spot along Cincinnati's riverfront are saying about the situation in Iran. Hi there, Todd.
Hi, Sheree and Chris. Yeah, the general consensus among the many people that I talked to today here at Smale Park is that there is a shared sense of concern about what's taking place nearly 7,000 miles away. Speaking at the White House on this Monday afternoon, President Trump blasted critics who say he's losing his way when it comes to the war he started with Iran.
I saw somebody said, oh, he doesn't have a plan. I have the best plan of all, but I'm not going to tell you what my plan is.
That comment strikes at the heart of multiple conversations I had during today's lunch rush at Cincinnati's Smale Park.
I don't think the information or communication is being upfront, and we're not being told everything that we probably need to be told.
While a couple of people told me they fully support the moves the president is making to degrade Iran's military, the vast majority said they're feeling anxious and frustrated.
We're putting, service men and women at risk. We've already had some deaths, I think, unnecessarily. And I would like to see us try to get back to the negotiating table without threatening and bullying.
For his part, President Trump reiterated his stance that Iran can't have a nuclear weapon, and he voiced concern for ordinary families in cities like Tehran and Isfahan.
All I can tell you is they want freedom. It's a violent, horrible world where if you protest, you are shot.
That reality is not lost on the people I talked to today, but whether that justifies the president's approach is, without question, in the eye of the beholder.
What's important is, and what's happening overseas, is that we understand the perspective of the people who are feeling it and living it on a daily basis. So we're hearing a lot of things that, quite honestly, I don't think truly reflect what's happening overseas.
Now, for Joy Amon, who you just heard, the war in Iran is putting American democracy through a real stress test, and that's why she's focusing her energies on promoting voting rights. That is the kind of reaction that I heard from a lot of people today. They're putting their energies into the political process, genuinely concerned about what's going to happen. For now, reporting live here at Smale Park, Todd Dykes, WLWT News 5.